Hello everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm here today with my weekly Wax Melt Empties number 13. So a couple of things to start off. First of all, I know that at the beginning of my empties, my thing was that I was going over what's going on in the wax world and talking about sales, but I am going to be taking a little bit of a break from that because a lot of people on YouTube are going into a no-buy right now, and I am right there with them. I am one of those people. My friends and I in our group chat are doing a no-buy till July. So in order to help myself with that, I'm not going to be keeping tabs on the sales and the wax group. So we're going to be taking a month break. I have a lot of pre-orders that are going to be coming in, and my only exception to that is L3 because they're closing. So I am going to buy L3 this month, but that's it. I'm not going to be shopping with any other vendors. So I'm only going to be keeping track of the L3 sales. On Friday, they are putting up their pre-order extras. So that's all I know about. That's all I want to know about. Let me know if you are doing the same. I know that, like I said, a lot of people who I watch on YouTube are doing a no-buy. So let me know if you're doing one too. But the second thing is that this empties is going to be extremely long. So grab a snack, grab a drink, grab whatever you want to grab because I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a longer video. This week, I completely focused on eliminating any of my partials and a lot of samples. So what I consider a partial is something with 3 pieces left. So that can either be 2 in my office, 1 in my bathroom, 2 in our bedroom bathroom combo, 1 in my side bathroom. It could be a whole open concept, or it could be a whole kitchen melt. That's just like how my warmers work. They go really well in groups of 3. So when something has 3 or less left, I put it into a separate part of my drawer, knowing that I can use it up in one shot, basically. Sometimes it doesn't work out and I'll use 2, and so there'll be 2s and 1s in there also, but it's my partials and they were just starting to get a little too out of control. I have a habit of keeping partials and saving like 1 or 2 pieces of something for what I think is gonna be the perfect time. And so I just wanted to work my way through those. So I have a ton of empties for that reason. These are all things that had like 3 pieces left in them, and so that's why I was able to get through so much. So just wanted to clarify that. But with all of that being said, I'm going to get started here, and I think that I'm going to do my L3 first. Like I said, I have a ton of samples. I have a whole little pile here of samples that I went through, so I'm going to go through these first. So the first sample here was Maui Mashup Pie. This was a pineapple banana pie scent. It was very tropical, pretty much a 50-50 blend of pineapple and banana. I melted it in my bathroom and it was nice, but those are scents that I enjoy melting in samples, but I don't really reach for a whole lot of fruity like that, but it was good. This one here was Mischief Managed, and this was pink sugar, vanilla smoothie, and candy canes, and I absolutely loved this. I melted this in our bedroom bathroom and it smelled so good. I barely got any of the candy note. My girlfriend and I both aren't huge mint people, and I honestly like it more than her. So I was a little worried about the candy canes, but I didn't get really any of that at all. Maybe just a little hint of a mint at the end, but it was a really nice pink sugar, vanilla, sweet, feminine blend, and I really enjoyed it. So much so that I requested it for the next restock. So here's to hoping that she pours some more Mischief Managed. This one was Cashmere Cedar, Rosemary Mint, and Sweet Lavender. This bag is so bad. I enjoyed this one, but this is what helped me determine that I like the Rosemary Mint Aveda type, and it's very different than just this plain Rosemary Mint. This is a really harsh Rosemary Mint and almost is like that essential oil type of scent, and it just completely dominated the blend. I barely got any Cashmere Cedar or Sweet Lavender, but I know that if this was the Aveda Rosemary Mint, that I would have loved this. This was Vanilla Lace, Let the Meat Cake, and Vanilla Bean Noel. This was a really, really nice body care sweet vanilla scent with a little bit of bakery behind it, but I mainly smelled that Vanilla Bean Noel Vanilla Lace combo. I love both of those vanillas, so I really enjoyed it. This one was The Time Is Now, which is berry creme brulee, and, or no, I apologize, berry pound cake. It's berry pound cake, and I didn't have a whole lot of expectations going into this, but I ended up really enjoying it. The berry is definitely like a deep mulberry, like I almost got a Christmassy vibe from it, but the pound cake was really nice. I liked this one more than I thought I would. This one here was Ultimate Strawberry. On cold, this mainly smelled like strawberry jam, which I really like. And the first like hour or so of warming this, it was really good. But then the strawberry jam note tapered off and it kind of smelled like that artificial, like fresh picked strawberry or strawberry sugar. And I didn't end up liking it at the end. This one here was Saltwater Taffy, Cotton Candy, and Pink Chiffon. I'm not a huge saltwater taffy fan, but I love cotton candy and I love pink chiffon, but I was really only able to detect the saltwater taffy in this. It's a very overpowering salty scent to me. I love salty sea air, but something about saltwater taffy is just a little off-putting for me. This one was Felix Felicis, and I cannot remember the notes for the life of me, so unfortunately I do have to look this up. And I was hoping that I could kind of get through this without doing that because, like I said, I have a lot. It was Pink Frosted Circus Cookies, Sticky Taffy, and Spun Sugar. This smelled like strawberry cotton candy to me. It was a softer scent. Sticky Taffy was nothing like a saltwater taffy. It almost was more of like a butter fudge. This one was Pumpkin Spice Cheesecake, Sugar Cookie Royale, Maple Sugar, and Pie Crust. This smelled like a nice fall dessert. I mainly got that pumpkin spice cheesecake and that maple sugar. I'm not a huge maple, like deep, rich, realistic smelling maple person, but this was good. This definitely smelled like the fake stuff, which very rarely do I like something to smell artificial and wax, but maple syrup is one of those things. But this was nice. I didn't really get a whole lot of Sugar Cookie Royale or Pie Crust, but I liked it for what it was. I like the pumpkin cheesecake scents. This one was Nag Champa. This was an incense scent, very smoky, very incensey, just like Nag Champa incense. I have never had just plain Nag Champa. I love the smell of incense, so I thought that this was very pretty, and I love the idea of being able to have that incense smell without the smoke. This one here was Fresh Picked Strawberries, Agave Lime, and Lychee Prosecco. This one was very, very bubbly. That lychee really came out as this unique fruit, but the agave lime really pulled through as a very sugared lime. This was an extremely, extremely fizzy scent, and personally for me, the fresh picked strawberries I think blended so well with the lychee prosecco that I didn't really pick that up. This was objectively good, but personally not my scent preferences. And then this last one here was Italian biscotti, almond cookies, amaretto, sweet cream, and pie crust. This was so good. I love L3's almond and amaretto because it's just so soft and creamy and nutty, and it doesn't have any of that cherry note. And this was just that gorgeous, super sweet, super gentle almond bakery dessert scent. Really, really liked it, especially with that sweet cream added. It just brought out that creaminess. So those are all of my L3 samples, and then I have 3 larger things. So first was this puppy pack of Pink Dreams Are Made of These, which was pink frosted cake, strawberry buttercream, and waffle cone. This was good. This strawberry buttercream was a very rich, realistic strawberry frosting. This was nice. It was definitely not a in-your-face strawberry jam type of strawberry, definitely lighter on the strawberry, heavier on the frosting and the cake. This was pistachio, pink sugar, and pretzel. And to be honest, for me, this was a pistachio scent. I wasn't able to particularly detect pink sugar or pretzel, but it was a very soft and sweet, pretty pistachio scent. And then last, this was a partial loaf that I got in the Round Robin box. This was Cupcakes at Tiffany's Sugar Cookie and Mallow Fluff. I absolutely adored this. This was an amazing sweet bakery blender scent. I would mostly picked up the Cupcakes at Tiffany's, which I absolutely adore. And L3's Mallow Fluff is also one that you can really detect that fluffy marshmallow scent. It's one that you would think would be lighter, but to me, L3's is really prominent. So this was a great sweet one. And then I actually do have this, I forgot about this. This was a shot cup in pink frosted animal crackers and crumb cake. I really enjoyed this. I cut this into 3 pieces, put it in my kitchen. I wasn't sure how it would throw because it seems like it'd be a lighter scent, but it was great. I got that sweet frosting, crackery type of cookie scent with that powdered sugar crumb topping. It threw well and I really enjoyed it. That's all my L3. Okay, so next I will do my fantasy wax. I will start off with this sample in Boardwalk Funnel Cake. And funny story about this scent is that when I smelled it, I was 100% sure that I could detect a citrus note. And with the way that the fried dough was, I could still smell the fried dough, but I was like, there is something in here. It almost smells cereally. And so I looked it up, like Boardwalk Funnel Cake fragrance oil, right? And what I found was, I'm going to look it up again. This has to be the one because it says, stroll down the boardwalk and inhale the tempting familiar blend of powdered sugar, funnel cake, and vanilla. Enjoy as orange zest, mixed berries, and blueberry jam add a classic, unique spin on this scent. Add a unique spin on this classic scent. Top notes are powdered sugar, cinnamon, and orange zest. Middle is mixed berries, coconut flakes, and blueberry jam. And the bottom is vanilla glaze, funnel cake, and whipped cream. That has to be what it is because I'm telling you, I could smell all of that fruit in here, but I liked it. I melted this in my bathroom and it was good. I did smell funnel cake, but there was definitely a very prominent fruit note. This sample was New York City Rain. I really like this. It is a very soft rain scent, but I think that this one specifically eliminates the floral notes that can come into rain scents sometimes. This has none of that. This is the closest that I've smelled like to actually rain on a pavement. I think that it's because it's New York City rain and not like fresh forest spring rain. That's how they do it and it's good. I really like this one. And then this last one here, this last sample was Banana Brulee. I loved this. I absolutely love this. This smelled to me like banana lotion with a little bit of coconut, not a runty banana, a nice body care, sweet banana type of cream or lotion. It almost smelled like there was cashmere or coconut in here. And this threw like a champ. I left it in my bathroom for like 12 hours and I think it would have kept going. And then this snack bar here was Cinnamon Dolce Latte, fresh coffee steamed with sweet milk and cinnamon dolce syrup. I love cinnamon dolce lattes and this one was spot on. It smelled exactly like a sweet cinnamon dolce latte, 100% accurate and realistic, and I really enjoyed this one. This was Evermore, glazed donuts, yellow cake, and sugar cookie royale. These yellow cake and sugar cookie royale blends are just so good. And I've said it before, Fantasy Wax Melt's glazed donuts is just #1 in my book. It's above and beyond. And that was definitely the standout note with that delicious sweet cakey and sugar cookie base. Loved it. And this one was Folklore, which is fresh baked bread, cinnamon sugar, and cream cheese frosting. This one, okay, so honestly, I got this because it was Folklore, and that is one of my favorite albums. I'm kind of in a place where I'm a little bit tired of cinnamon scents, and for me, even cinnamon sugar, like when there's cinnamon in something, that's kind of all I can smell, and that is what happened with this. To me, it was just the cinnamon sugar, and it wasn't bad, but I'm just kind of like in a phase of not really caring about those. And then this snack bar was gingerbread, zucchini bread, and sugar cookie royale. This is a fantastic gingerbread scent. I do have some more from her last pre-order before this one in my collection, and it is one of my favorite gingerbread scents. I am pretty particular about gingerbread. I do like some of them, but there are some that I really do not enjoy. And what I like about this one, especially because the zucchini bread and the sugar cookie royale are added in, it's super sweet and bready and doughy. It's not just that kind of like spiced ginger scent, so this one's really good. And then last fantasy wax melts here was this. I have my own malt in peach pie, salted caramel, and vanilla ice cream. This was absolutely delicious. This smelled like reduced syrupy peaches, and the salted caramel added to that syrupy, buttery, dense, rich scent. And then the vanilla ice cream, I just love that oil. It's so realistic. It's really smelled like a hot piece of peach pie with a scoop of vanilla ice cream on it. I really, really enjoyed this scent, and I'm not a huge peach person, but this was great. That is all of my fantasy wax, and now I'm going to move on to Broadway wax. Okay, so from Broadway wax, I also have a bunch of samples because I realized that this is pretty much the oldest wax in my collection, the beginning of 2023, and I realized that it was just time to get rid of these. I was tired of looking at them. So this first one here was blackberry jam butter cookies, sugar plum and lollipops, and sugared marshmallows. This was good. I love blackberry jam butter cookies because it really smells like rich macerated blackberry, and the sugar plum and lollipops just added to the berry note. It was a very deep, rich berry, but the sugared marshmallows and the lollipops made it really, really sweet. This was good. It threw for quite a long time in my bathroom. This one here was Coffee House, jelly glazed donuts, zucchini bread, and marshmallow vanilla cupcake. This one, I just think that a lot of the notes got lost because there are so many notes in here, and it was just, I think that they just started to kind of dull each other down. I was really only able to smell coffee and the jelly from the jelly donuts. I do like a fruity coffee scent, so this was fine, but not my fave. This one here was sweet pea, pink chiffon, marshmallow bomb, blackberry, and sugared violets. I was only able to smell sweet pea in this one, which is totally fine with me. I absolutely adore sweet pea, so I was not able to pick out any of the other notes, definitely not blackberry, violet, pink chiffon. So this was a nice sweet pea scent to me. I always have a great time melting sweet pea. This one here was hot buttered popcorn, candy crush, and berry bubbly. This was so out of my comfort zone for me. I like popcorn scents. I like buttery popcorn scents. No clue what candy crush is, and berry bubbly is a very, very deep, rich berry fizzy scent. Like I said, I ended up liking this a lot more than I thought I would. I think that the savoriness of the hot buttered popcorn made this so that it didn't smell just like a straight up berry fizzy drink scent. It definitely had more to it. This was a little bit like surprising for me. And then this last one here, last sample, was Palo Santo caramelized pralines and marshmallow fireside. So in this one, I had a hard time picking up caramelized pralines. I mainly smelled the Palo Santo and a little bit of marshmallow, maybe a little bit of caramel, but this was another one where I feel like the notes just started to dull each other down a little bit. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't my favorite Palo blend, and I love so many Palo blends, so yeah. And then this last one here, this was one of my customs. This was Serendipity, Pink Sugar, and Confetti Cake Pop. Oh my gosh, this was so good. It was coconutty from the Serendipity. Confetti Cake Pop is like the sweetest, sweetest cake scent of all time. And it's in Bath & Body Works type. To me, it smells like, definitely has that lotiony undertone. Pink Sugar's also body care. This just smelled like really feminine, coconutty, sweet body care scent. Very, very, very creamy and very nice. And that is all of my Broadway. All right, next here I will do Rose Girls. This was Sugar Daddies in Cookie Land, Sugar Milk, Warm Apple Pie, Frosted Sugar Cookies, Confetti Cake, Toffee Butterscotch Pretzels, and Cookies. This was absolutely amazing. This to me smelled like a hot apple pie with, like, imagine you put a scoop of vanilla ice cream on a super hot apple pie, and so it starts to melt right away and it makes that like soupy ice cream apple pie mixture. That is exactly what this smelled like. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy the Cookie Land scent. It's really, really, really good bakery. Yeah, I would get more of this. This was really good. This one here was Let's Go Ghouls Vanilla Chai, Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallows, and Pumpkin Milkshakes. I liked this. It was gentle. It was one of those ones that wasn't like a smack you in the face throw, but it was detectable in the air and it lasted for quite a while. I liked that the chai wasn't super spicy or cinnamony. It was really nice. You could smell a little bit of pumpkin, a little bit of vanilla. Definitely one that still worked even though it wasn't fall. This one here was a Peeps of Cake, almond cookie dough, and Peeps cake, which is yellow cake, buttercream frosting, and sugar covered marshmallow peeps. This to me smelled like a blend of almond cookies and marshmallow. I really like the almond cookie dough and the almond cookie scents. Like Cookie Butter Coma from Rose Girls is an almond cookie scent, and it kind of reminded me of that, but with that sugared marshmallow peeps in the background. This was good. I liked it. This one here was Pink Streuselkuchen. I got this in a D-stash, but this is pink sugar and Streuselkuchen, which is Rose Girls coffee cake scent. This was amazing. I loved the mix of the pink sugar, that feminine musky perfume with something like a coffee cake. It's such an unlikely pairing, but this was gorgeous and it's difficult to describe. I just say try it if you see it. And then I finished this mini melter bag in Clouds on Fire, which was cedar, smoke, toasted marshmallow, Palo Santo, and Jumping on Clouds, which I believe is a coconut bakery blend. So to be completely honest, I was a little bit disappointed in this one. I thought that cedar would be a really strong note. I wasn't able to detect any cedar or tree in this, nor was I able to detect any of the Jumping on Clouds blend or really even the smoke. This to me just smelled like toasted marshmallows and Palo Santo. I tried it in pretty much every room in my house just to see if I could get something more from it, and it just didn't work for me, unfortunately. And then I have two here from Scoopable Wax Melts. This first one is Bake My Breath Away, which was warm and cozy, apple fritter, powdered donuts, and Palo Santo. This was amazing. Warm and cozy was just kind of like a sweet kind of fall type of, not craft store, but like, I don't know, just like a lightly spiced like fall fragrance. And then the apple fritter, oh, so good. It really smells like fresh apples and fried dough. And then adding the powdered donuts and the Palo Santo to it, the powdered donuts gave it way more of like a lighter sweetness with that powdered sugar, and the fried dough just combined with that apple fritter, so it smelled really fried. And then the Palo Santo just added this smoke and this masculinity to it, and it was just a really complex, pretty blend, and I would definitely get more of this one. And then I also finished this Carbs Dunk My Donut Royal Sugar Cookie and Fresh Baked Bread. This is a very, very popular house blend with both Scoopable Wax and Rose Girls. I love the Carbs blend. To me, I am mainly able to smell the donut and the fresh baked bread. Really good though, quintessential sweet bakery blend. I really, really like it. I have two things from Sassy Girl Aroma. So the first one was White Pumpkin Latte. This was coconut with pumpkin and creamy whipped cream. This was a very much a partial snap bar that I got from one of the Round Robin boxes, and this was good. It was a nice, gentle, creamy pumpkin scent. I was hoping for more coconut out of it, but I really didn't get any coconut from this, but I used it as a blender with that pumpkin cheesecake scent from L3 that I was talking about, and it worked really nicely. And then this was Return to Oz, pumpkin pecan waffles, salted caramel, blackberry jam butter cookies, and zucchini bread. This was absolutely amazing. Definitely pretzel heavy, very, very salty, but the butteriness and the sweetness of the pumpkin pecan waffles is there. You can detect that butter cookie. You can detect the zucchini bread in the background. I think that the salted caramel really blends with the pumpkin pecan waffles. Wait, there's no pretzel in this? Wait. Wow, I'm so thrown off because this to me smells so pretzely to the point where I thought that pretzel was in this and there's no pretzel. I guess it's the saltiness of the salted caramel, but yeah, this pulls a pretzel note to me, but I loved it. It was a great bakery. And then I have 2 of these 2-packs from That Smell Good shop. My good wax friend Heather sent these to me and I so appreciate it. Oh, she sent me this one. This one I had. This one was Butterfly Effect, Incense, Bergamot, and Oud Wood. This was a delicious, smoky, woodsy, slightly masculine, earthy scent. Loved it. The throw that I get from That Smell Good shop really is above and beyond. I'm always so happy with it. And then this one was Jinxed, which was Sweet Iced Pastries, Zucchini Bread, and Sugar Cookie. This was absolutely amazing. To me, it is really reminiscent of Zucchini Bread in Cookie Land that I tried from Scoopable Wax Melts. It's the zucchini bread, but adding that like flaky, iced note on top. It almost smells like a sugared zucchini bread or something. Really, really nice. All right, now we're starting to get into my things I only have a couple of. So Penny's Wax Melts, I went through another clamshell of Olive Branch. This one can't go wrong for me. It's the Lush type. It is a clean, musky, a little earthy, but very, very clean, very fresh, pretty scent. It's neutral. I feel like everyone kind of, like, this is what I melt when I have people come over. And then this was a sample in Gourmet Sugar Cookie. I made the mistake of putting this tiny sample in my office, and I really shouldn't have. I should have put it in my bathroom because these are just small and it's just not enough to do my office. So I only just smelled a little light sweetness from this, but I do think that was user error on my behalf. I should have put something this small in my bathroom for sure. Then these 2 one-offs here, these are both gifted to me from Amanda. This was Super Tarts Fake and Bake, which was zucchini bread, sugar cookie, and sweet cream. I just received some of this in the ready to ship from Super Tarts. I am going to be filming that haul and hopefully we'll have that up this week as well. But this is a fabulous bakery scent. It's zucchini bread and sugar cookie, which is just quintessential, so good. And then the addition of the sweet cream really, really adds like a almost frothy, sweet, milky kind of addition to the zucchini bread and the sugar cookie, and it makes it way, way, way more creamy, not as much of a dry, yeasty scent. And then this one was Dessa's Sugared Zucchini Streusel. Love this one. This also is very similar to me to Jinxed because this is basically like zucchini bread with a crumb cake powdered sugar topping, and it smells exactly like that. Oh my gosh, such a good bakery. They have a strawberry one too that I've had, and it is just to die for. I got this partial clamshell in the Round Robin. This was May May's Wicks in Snickerdoodle. This was okay. It had a kind of like chalky undertone when I melted, but it also had a really nice sweet sugared cinnamony cookie scent behind it, and the texture of this was strange. Like when I cleaned it out of my warmer, the mica was like very chalky and like clumpy, but it wasn't bad. I put this in my kitchen to complement something else and it was fine. I still don't know who May May is, but I'm gonna probably look her up and just see because I'm curious. I did this sample from Rocky Top Waxworks in Blueberry Cobbler. This was just a nice blueberry bakery scent. It was a very realistic, rich, deep blueberry. It didn't smell fake or sugared at all. When it warmed up, it really did smell like a baking cobbler. It was very nice. This was a couple of shapes from Lavender and Speckles, Lavender Vanilla Cookies, Sweet Lavender, Sugar Cookie Royale, and Rich Buttercream. This was my first time trying Lavender and Speckles, and I had 2 of like the shape sizes that she does in here, and I went back and forth on if I should cut it in half or not, and I don't know why. It was like in my mind, I knew that I should cut it in half, and I was like watching myself put them in my warmers anyway and not cutting them in half. And I'm literally actively thinking I should probably cut these in half. Like why does your brain do that? So against like my own better judgment, I put the whole shape in my warmers. it didn't work out for me. I didn't get a throw at all whatsoever from this. This is my first time trying lavender and speckles. I definitely feel like it was user error because a lot of people really love this wax. So don't take my word for it at all. I made a mistake and I wish that I could go back and try this again a different way. This was a sample from Traverse City and Eggnog Cookie Dough Donuts. This was, I'm not gonna lie to you, my last chance for Traverse City. Like, I was gonna try this, and if I didn't like it, I was done with honestly even trying anything else, because at the end of the day, I don't really need to be falling in love with any more vendors anyway, and I just have not had the best experience with this vendor personally, and this one was okay, but it wasn't a very strong throw. It just smelled like kind of a basic generic sweet scent to me, and I know a lot of people love this wax, but I don't know, it just doesn't work in my house for some reason. That could totally be a million reasons. So I think you should always give a vendor a try. You never know how it will perform in your home, but I just don't think that Traverse is working for me. All right, I have 3 more things and then I'm done. So I'm gonna do this one next because I do not want to end it on a negative note, because this is another vendor where this was my last chance at trying them, and that was K's. Unfortunately, I just don't get good performance from K's, but again, so many people do, and I wish that I did get good performance from these vendors because some of the blends sound absolutely fantastic. This one was tobacco leaf and amber. I will say, out of all the K's that I've tried, I did get the best throw out of this one, but it was still very, very light. But the tobacco, it was a nice tobacco leaf. It was just like earthy. It didn't have the off-putting note that some tobaccos can have, and I can't even really put my finger on how to describe it. I guess it's more so that this is tobacco leaf, so it really smelled just like fresh tobacco leaves, and then the amber just gave it kind of that like earthy, musky but sweet. Like I said, very light, but it had a good flavor, and sadly I just don't think K's works for me. But I did love this from Pharmacist's Daughter Sugar Bake Shop, zucchini bread, cupcakes at Tiffany's, and vanilla butter fudge. I got this in a mystery box, and then I just recently got one from the last pre-order from the Pharmacist's Daughter, so I felt good to melt this. This was fantastic. I love cupcakes at Tiffany's and zucchini bread together. Oh my gosh, so sweet. And the vanilla butter fudge, I saw in a Facebook group that someone was asking if vanilla butter fudge has chocolate in it. It's just a very rich, it's caramel adjacent to me. It's even a little bit butterscotch adjacent to me, but I will say it is not super prominent in this blend. This one is mainly zucchini bread and cupcakes at Tiffany's. Really good. And then this last one here was Waxidents. This was Cupcakes at Tiffany's, Red Velvet Cake, and Sugar Cookies. This was my first time trying Waxidents, and I was super impressed. I got great performance from this. Another Cupcakes at Tiffany's scent, which I love. Sugar Cookie, you know, need I say more? And then Red Velvet Cake. I had never tried Red Velvet Cake before. I was afraid that it would be chocolatey. It was not. It reminded me of the Let Them Eat cake scent, which is just kind of like a sweet, generic but not in a bad way cake, and it really let the Cupcakes at Tiffany's and the Sugar Cookies shine through, and these were really cute Halloween shapes. I definitely would buy from Waxidents. Like I said, this was in a D-stash, so I've never actually ordered. That is everything. That is all of my empties. I'm looking at my time here, and I am at 37 minutes before editing, so we will see what this actually ends up being. But if you have actually stuck it out and watched through to this point, thank you so much. I feel like I've gotten just like such an increase in love on my videos, and I really, really appreciate it because I really love making videos, and it just makes me happy to know that other people enjoy them too. I hope that you enjoyed this one. Subscribe if you like wax videos, and I will see you in my next one.